Okay, hello, welcome to, welcome back to my regular kind of videos. So after all these moving videos and after the move, after these, irregular videos, I guess, although I vlog too, but still, it's been, the content on my channel lately has been slightly different, but now we're gonna get back to what I do. I won't say what I do best, but what I do most of. I have a huge haul here, pretty big haul. Actually, first of all, I'm just gonna mention that I've said this before, but I have no lamp right now. I have to sort of rely on natural light, so I have to film this during the day, so it's very warm, and I can't have the fan on because it's pretty loud. And so partly, I don't know if the lighting is the best. I'm gonna try to avoid glare, but I can't see the frame, I can't see myself, so I'm gonna just have to hope that you can see the covers well enough. And also it's very warm, so if I start sweating after a while, then you know why. Anyway, there was an auction online for 23 titles, all Blu-rays. So I bid on the auction, and these are pretty good titles. We have some quality stuff here. We have one Criterion, for example. We have one Masters of Cinema Steelbook. We have one pretty pricey steelbook, which I don't know exactly. Might be Studio Canal, maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, actually it is. So we got some cool stuff here, and then we got some regular Blu-rays too. But yeah, this was a bundle, whatever, that someone uploaded onto an auction site that we have here in Sweden, and I decided to bid on that because I thought that there were some really great titles there. I'm looking outside. There's gonna be some people who are gonna probably look at me from outside and be like, what the hell is he doing? Because I live on the ground floor, and there's the street here. Or maybe they can't see me, maybe the glare is... okay, anyway, who cares about that? Anyway, the auction. So I decided to bid on this auction because there was some really cool stuff, and I was convinced that this was gonna increase in price as the auction was nearing the end, I was convinced that I was not gonna be the highest bidder. And I was willing to pay, I think I put 500 Swedish crowns as the maximum bid. But I got this for 250. That's a fucking great deal for all of this stuff. I'm gonna put including the shipping, just so you know how cheap I got this. Gonna put the price here. So that's including shipping, and I just picked these up today, and I couldn't be happier with all of this stuff. I was not expecting to make a big haul like this anytime soon, because I have to sort of hold on to my money, I guess. So I'm really happy about this, and hopefully you are too, because you're gonna get a big haul video. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. And anyway, so yeah, I think we're just gonna get started. 23 Blu-rays, like I said. I can't pronounce it. 23. 23, okay. So some of these Blu-rays I have, or well, actually I don't know. No, I don't have any of these exact Blu-rays, but I have some of these on DVD, so those will be upgrades, which are really good. And some are movies that I don't really want, perhaps. We'll see, but most of these are pretty quality stuff. Anyway, first is Glory. This is part of the is it Sony Collector's Edition series. So yeah, I haven't seen this, but it looks really good. It's about, let's see, it's a heart-stopping story about the first black regiment to fight for the North in the Civil War. And it sounds really good. I've kind of known about this movie for a little while. Well, not really, actually. I mean, I kind of know the title and the cover, but I don't really know much about it, I guess. But yeah, good cast. Denzel Washington, Morgan Freeman, two great actors. Also Matthew Broderick. I've never been a huge fan of him. But yeah, so that's Glory. And then we also have Taxi Driver in this same series. So I don't know if, I wish I could see myself, because that would make it easier to avoid glare as much as possible, but I think you can see the covers anyway. But I have this on Steelbook, so I'm not gonna be keeping this. Then we have a very strange, this must be, I believe it's a French family kids type movie, and it's called Marsupilami. Excuse my pronunciation. I didn't really try to pronounce it like the way it's supposed to, but never mind. That's not the whole title. It's called something Marsupilami. Never heard of it, but it doesn't necessarily look that interesting, so don't think I'll be keeping that. This one I have, but this is a really It's a Criterion, it's M. This was included in the package, so I have this exact release actually. Yeah, okay, so one title that I had. However, I'm not sure if the disc is supposed to look like this. Maybe I've just missed it. Maybe some discs are brown-ish, but it looks... Tell me what you think about this. If you know, if you can see, can you see the brown at the edges and stuff? Is it supposed to be like that? Because I don't think I've seen a disc that is brown before. But maybe I've just not been paying attention. But I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or not. If you know, please let me know. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. I have seen this movie. Not sure if I will keep this because I wasn't really a big fan of it. I thought that it was very hard to follow, I will admit. I don't know. This next one looks like it's an Australian release. If I know my rating logos or rating symbols, whatever. Hereafter by Clint Eastwood. I've seen this. I was not a big fan of that, so I don't think I will be keeping it. Then this I have on DVD, but I want to see this movie again at some point, and it's Scarface, this comic book edition. There's a few of these in this package here, so of these comic book editions. But yeah, I mean, Scarface, yeah. Then the next one is Nymphomaniac. This is got both movies here. It just says Nymphomaniac on the cover, so I don't know if usually this movie is considered to be one movie in 2 volumes, or if it's considered to be 2 different movies. Either way, we got both of them here. So I haven't seen these, but it's Lars von Trier, and I'll check it out at some point. I mean, of course, I didn't choose these titles. I just happened to be really interested in a bunch of these titles here that were included. This next one I have seen in the movie theater, and it's called Serena Lemon. The English title of this is Beyond, I think. Yeah, Swedish movie. The director of this won it's the Swedish equivalent of an Oscar, but not really, because it's very different. I mean, the scope of this ceremony is not exactly the same, because we're a smaller country. But still, it's the equivalent of an Oscar, and she won this. She won for directing. She was actually the mother. She played the mother to Anakin in well, the prequel fucking first movie of Star Wars. So there you go. She's a filmmaker in Sweden. Well, she's made a few. I don't know exactly how many movies she's made, but she directed that. American Psycho. I have this on DVD too. Great movie. I don't really remember much from it, but American Psycho. So we got quite a few upgrades here actually. So this case seemed to not want to close properly, but alright. This is the steelbook from Masters of Cinema, and this is a movie that I've been wanting to see for a while, and it's a really nice steelbook. Not the absolute most expensive steelbook, but it doesn't matter, it's a really nice one. It's the Last Weekend by Billy Wilder. You know, I always thought that this was, well, even though I knew that it wasn't, I always think of James Stewart when I see the cover here. It's not James Stewart. Ray Milland, I don't know who that is, but Billy Wilder, of course, as a film fan, I know who that is. So I'm sure this will be good. Not sure if I have any Masters of Cinema steelbooks, but that is, you know, one of the titles in this package, which, you know, made me, well, many of these made me bid on it, but that was one of the ones that stood out to me. Then we have a movie that I kind of like actually, but I haven't seen this in a while, and it's Troy, special edition director's cut. So yeah, I haven't seen this in a while, but I think I have that on DVD. I'm pretty sure I do. Then we got a documentary. Now I start sweating. We got a documentary, We Steal Secrets: The Story of WikiLeaks. Which, you know, it might not necessarily have been a documentary that I would have gone out of my way to pick up myself, but some of these it might take me a while to get to, but I am pretty excited to watch most of these eventually. This one maybe not so much. It's Wanted. I've seen parts of this, but I was never interested in watching the whole thing. I'm still not very interested in that, but I think I'll keep it because yeah, it's a pretty nice release. And you never know. This one I have seen, and I'm pretty sure I did like this, but I can't remember much from it. But it's another one of these comic book editions, and it is Green Zone with Matt Damon. So yeah. Then this one I was happy to find in this bundle here. I have this on DVD, but after I bought it I decided to wait until I got it on Blu-ray, because I was like, well, I think this is a pretty visual movie and I think this should be seen in high definition. And it is Kagemusha. Pronunciation please. Well, it's a Kurosawa movie. I think you probably know this one. This looks great. I haven't seen it, like I said, but it looks like a terrific movie. Then we have Galacap, another movie that I've been wanting to see. But yeah, I don't know too much about it. Well, I know, you know, artificial intelligence. You can kind of tell on the cover that it's about artificial intelligence, I guess. This one is an upgrade that I would never upgrade myself. I mean, I would never buy this on Blu-ray just to upgrade it, because it's not a movie that you would need to upgrade to anything really. But it's the Internship, which I have on DVD. It was alright, but we got that on Blu-ray now, so that's cool, I guess. Then this one I was happy to find on Blu-ray here. I have on DVD, Blue Jasmine by Woody Allen. Another steelbook here, pretty nice one. Don't know where this is from. Universal. Don't know how common this steelbook is or anything. I haven't looked that up yet. But we got Lucy here by Luc Besson. I've heard some mixed things about this, I guess, but you know, I would have, for some reason, I kind of think of Lucy and Under the Skin as two related movies somehow. I mean, they both have Scarlett Johansson. They're both sci-fi, I guess. Came out maybe even in the same year, at least around the same time. And Under the Skin, I don't know why you would necessarily compare them, but I kind of always have, or since they came out. Under the Skin would be a movie that I would be much more interested in seeing. But I've heard some people praising Lucy, so we'll see. Next one is another one of these. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I have seen this, but I do not own it on DVD or anything. So, and then let's see, two more here. This one is not out of print, but it costs, well, it seems to be a pretty pricey steelbook, and it's a nice steelbook, but I wouldn't pay as much for it as they want. But it's a good movie. I have seen this, but I want to see it again. I have to see it again because well, I think my attention waned after a while, which I don't know why exactly, because it's a great movie, but it just happens sometimes with me. But it's a profit. French movie, I think. Prison drama, for the most part, I think. There are some really cool scenes in this. I remember a scene where this prisoner, I think, who the movie centers on, I guess it might be the guy on the cover, but I can't be sure. He is sort of, believe he is pretty much forced to get into someone's prison cell, or he has some kind of meeting with someone else, another inmate in this other prison cell, and he has to kill him. And the way he has to do that is by putting a razor blade in his mouth and then take it out and then slash his throat or whatever. And that was just a very visceral scene. I remember that, but I don't remember much from it. So, but that is a great movie. I want to see that again. And then this one has always been a bit of a favorite, but I haven't seen this in a long time now. But I remember I watched this with my mom many years ago, and I got scared in the beginning, so we couldn't keep watching it. But that won't be the case now. But yeah, it's Gladiator, you know, a little-known movie by Russell Crowe, with Russell Crowe by Ridley Scott. Yeah, I have this on DVD too. Actually, I have the extended edition, which I will be keeping, because this has a bunch of featurettes, a bunch of making-ofs, which Ridley Scott seems to enjoy those, or well, they're usually, Ridley Scott's movies, sometimes anyway, they have pretty, well, you know, they have documentaries that go in depth. Kingdom of Heaven has that, and I believe Alien has that. What else? Well, maybe that's it, but I don't know. Anyway, I feel like he's a little bit like James Cameron and Peter Jackson when it comes to the releases and the making ofs, but maybe not to the same extent, I'm not sure. But anyway, this one has a bunch of great featurettes, which the Blu-ray does not contain, so I will be keeping the DVD for sure. Alright, that's it. Speaking of Alien, by the way, a little bit late, but I just thought of it. But anyway, alright, that's it. That's the haul. And I got lucky. I'm not sure exactly why nobody else bid higher on this. Maybe it was an inconvenient time where not many people were by their computers, or maybe people just missed it or forgot about it, because usually a package like this would have more bidders than what it did. So I got pretty lucky here. Also, I mean, maybe there. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes coincidence will you know, decide you know, who will bid on what, I guess. But yeah, they're just maybe wasn't as many people who found the auction as was expected from the person who uploaded it, which is great, you know, great news for me, because I got it cheap. So yeah, I couldn't be happier. I will sell some stuff, like I said. I will be getting rid of some things and making some of my money back, which is gonna make it all even cheaper, I guess. I mean, anyway, alright, so some really cool titles here. I mean, between A Prophet and Lucy, and Scott Pilgrim and Kagemusha and Gattaca, and I mean, I have a lot of cool Blu-ray additions to my collection, so very satisfied with this purchase. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later.